Internet truther and self-professed investigator of the Illuminati, Mark Dice, has been over at Mason County News posting more disinfo. Perhaps it's because he's working for CAG 3 Camp Pendleton and he doesn't want Mason County News, aka Hell Wars, to show that ISIS provides worldwide security, intelligence, technology, and training to government and private enterprises. And with that, the same old techniques that we saw in Iraq 1, where ISIS or ISIN was going in and investigating Iraqis' weapons of mass destruction, and said they couldn't find them, but Donald Rumsfeld lied and said, yes, they have the weapons there, and Bush lied and said the weapons were there, and then when they went in and couldn't find them, and they said, well, you said the weapons were there, he said, no, they didn't, and then when told that he lied, he said, no, I didn't. Once again, Mark Dice's Camp Pendleton CAG 3 affiliates say show through. So you should go through to Mark Dice's channel, and you just click on his little icon there, and you'll see his shilltastic videos and his shilltastic books. And what you want to do is, there's a little button here, and you click About, and there's one here that says Flag, and just click on Block User. Now, if it says Unblock User, you know you've properly blocked him, but you don't want this piece of filth allowed to promote anything on his channel or his books. He seems perfectly rational, describing, there's a conspiracy to take over the government and microchip people and make them slaves, but then he goes on to say that it's run by the Catholic Church and the Vatican and the Catholic priest. It doesn't talk, if you corner him and badger him for 2 or 3 years, he'll break down occasionally and say it's the military industrial complex and the bankers' war for profits, but mostly he goes on this pro-Protestant Catholic bashing mission, and it's the same old Hitlerian tactics we see during World War II of blaming the Jews. What a filthy turd. And he'll probably go and try to flag this video. If you post his personal information about how he works for CAG 3 and the Marines over at Camp Pendleton, he'll scream like a little wussy and try to flag your channels. But go ahead and dig Mark Allen Shouldice, and his books that he sells on the Illuminati, and occasionally he does this whiny thing like his balls haven't dropped yet, saying, why he thinks this or that person is legitimate and this person or not. But when I touch base with Mason County News, and my perspective is a little different, we'll go over Fusion IO's Illuminati connections maybe, and the guy who's involved with that seems perfectly legitimate. We'll go over and we'll talk about how they are getting special deals on memory and beating out Samsung, and how that whole mess made Samsung's price drop $10 million, and then SanDisk came in and they bailed Fusion IO out, and Fusion IO is making SSD hard drives for one of America's biggest computer manufacturers. And it just goes along with this philanthropy motive that Hell Wars and I talk about, but yet, they're going to say that it's disinformation, that people join these special groups, and behind the scenes, they make special deals for contracts and cut their brethren a special deal. Now, the low-level porch masons probably, there's not too much wrong with that, but there's other stuff that goes on, and really it's just kind of a gateway drug to other things in this whole system that really demoralize the human spirit. If you want to see more videos on Mark Dice's fake attacks on Alex Jones, I would suggest you go to Mr. Video Night's channels. You can see his videos here. He's got several videos of Mark Dice's fake feud with Alex Jones. I'd play him, but then he'd probably scream copyright infringement. You could do a Google search on Mark Dice attacks Alex Jones. He did fake attacks on Alex Jones for 3 months, and then all of a sudden at the same time stopped, and ever since then caliber hitters and Glenda Carl and a few of us have been best friends because we all saw the same thing. Fake attacks on Alex Jones to get everybody all worked up and not paying attention to Ajax Loan Stratford connections, which are mentioned near the top. Mark Dice attacks Alex Jones over misunderstanding. False opposition. Mark Dice returns to InfoWars. Alex Jones and Stratford linked to the assassination of. Mark Dice tripping out hardcore over Alex Jones. Mark Dice attacked Alex Jones, and now they're best friends. And like I put one of my videos up. Caliber Hitters and I did a video last year. We said, it'll be all over in a couple months, and they'll be best friends. And look how Mark Dice is promoted all the time on Infowars.com. I don't bash people calling names. I just simply see it how it is.